In the days following the release of Robert Mueller's report, the skepticism of Russian politicians gave way to derision and sarcasm. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov mocked the report, saying the effort was like trying to find a non-existent black cat in a dark room. But soon after, there was a shift, a friendlier tone, with Moscow appearing to offer a gesture of peace.
President Putin said multiple times that we are interested in good relations with America.
But how realistic is it to mend the relationship? It depends on who you ask.
We may not be able to until we have a new president.
There will be an opportunity, I think, in a second, if there is a second Trump administration, perhaps to pursue something.
Experts on both sides of the Atlantic believe that allegations of Russia's interference in the U.S. elections and the Mueller investigation tarnished Mr. Trump's name and may have irreparably damaged ties between his administration and the Kremlin.
I think that the bitter feelings on both sides have built up to such a point that it is going to take a long time and a great deal of patience to try to overcome it.
Observers also blame the rift in U.S.-Russian relations on the U.S. internal political struggle between Democrats and Republicans. And while most experts are of the opinion that Russia engaged in malign activity during the U.S. elections, they also fault the American media's portrayal of the case.
For the last 2.5 years, there has been exaggeration about the scope. Not that there has been nothing in the way of Russian interference in American political life, but that there has been exaggeration of the scope of what was done.
There is one thing veteran diplomats and experts at this gathering at the Russian State University for the Humanities appear to agree on.
This topic, conclusions in the Mueller investigation, is not closed, but the necessity and possibility of a dialogue existed prior to the report publication and still exists.
And it looks like the necessity of that dialogue is determined not only by the leaders of Russia and the United States, but by the size of the two nations' influence in the world. Igor Tsikhanenka, VOA News, Moscow.